It's me, Man Life. I'm back again with the topic for today. The topic for today is basically believe in yourself. Ain't nobody gonna believe in you more than you believe in yourself. A lot of people sit up here and they got these ideas of grandeur to do things and whatever they want to achieve in their lives, and then they got a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, a friend, or somebody else that's knocking their dream down. I'm gonna tell you straight up and down, ignore them. If they're not contributing to what you're doing and trying to break it up, you gotta ignore them. And they probably mean well, but they're not helping you and what you're trying to do. So what I see is a lot of people getting discouraged about trying to achieve things that are in their heart to do. And my question is, why are you letting somebody else discourage you? It's not their idea, it's not their dream. They don't know anything, probably 90% of the time, they don't know anything about what you're trying to do. So for you to try and explain it to them, it's like speaking a foreign language to them. They just ain't gonna get it. And they're definitely not gonna get your compassion about it. So my advice to y'all is, if you have something that's tugging at your heart, something that you love to do, that you are passionate about, just do it. It's just like the light in the Nike commercial. Just do it. So, with that being said, I'll give you an example. I started this podcast. I didn't have a whole lot of opposition, but I was nervous about it. But I shouldn't be nervous about myself, because that's what I'm putting out here on this podcast. It's me. So nobody else can really tell me that it's not gonna work. It's not only not gonna work because I don't make it work. I'm not sure it's gonna work, but I had to put myself out there to see. So if you can take that mentality, that simplicity of a thought right there, and make that the bigger picture, you're probably gonna be successful. A lot of people in history have been told that's not going to work and have become millionaires or billionaires. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to be successful. What you do have to do, and you can look throughout history, is believe in yourself. And push the naysayers to the side. Stack them away. Put them in storage, because you don't need those people. And they don't know how detrimental their lack of knowledge to what you're doing can be for you. So don't let them guide you in a way that you shouldn't be guided. I don't care if you doing nails, you baking cakes, whatever you're doing, but please do me a favor. Don't be baking food and shit and you got pets and cats and dogs running around your kitchen. That's crazy to me. I've known a baker that was a good baker, and she basically told me, oh, my dog licked the bowl. Licked the bowl? That you mixing shit in that? Now that's just straight ignorance. No, don't do shit like that. But anyway, long story short, if you have an idea or a product you want to put out there, don't sit in regret 5-10 years later, like, man, I wish I'd have done that. Because you let somebody sitting on the sideline tell you how to run your play. So I'll equate it to football. You got a guy that's sitting on the bench telling you, as a star player, what you should and shouldn't do. But his ass is sitting on the bench. He's a great coach from the bench, but he ain't a good player. If he was a good player, he'd be right next to you on the field, but he not. So don't let people like that get in your mind. Oh man, you should have did this, or I would have done that, but you didn't. All you're doing is offering me some negative advice. If you ain't got nothing positive to say, step away. Move the fuck on. Tell that to Joe or Bob or Lynn or whoever. Leave me alone. If you're not supporting me, you ain't even got to understand what I'm doing. But if you ain't supporting me, keep it moving. I'll be fine. If it doesn't work, at least you tried it. And if that doesn't work, listen to me very carefully. Try something else. Don't be a quitter. Nobody likes a quitter. Until you have breath still in your body, you keep trying something, and I'll guarantee you're gonna latch on to something. I'm not saying your first idea ain't gonna work either, but don't let nobody discourage you from trying it. And that's what I see with a lot of people. When I tell you this life is very simple, if we can just clear our minds, get that fog out of there, oh, this person said this, and well, now they throwing doubt in your mind. But out the gate, before you even mentioned it to people, you like, oh, this shit is gonna work. And then you mention to a couple of people that don't understand it, and like, why would you wanna do that? That ain't never gonna work. If we lived by that theory, we probably wouldn't have these planes, these automobiles, all this other electronic shit that we got going on in the world. If those people would have decided that family, friends, and associates told them this is never going to work, if they would have stopped there, we'd probably be riding horses still. But they didn't. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't care what it is, try it. When you run into these negative people that ain't doing shit themselves, trying to tell you what's gonna work and what's not to, but they sitting at home eating bonbons and watching reruns of Good Times or some shit, which is great. But they trying to tell you, who's an entrepreneur, what you should and shouldn't do with whatever you're doing. Barely leaving their houses, but they gonna tell you, who's out there on your grind, every other day or every day, how you can be successful or how you not going to be successful. Get them out your life. At least keep them out your business. You ain't got to get them out of your life because you're going to need your family, whatever. You can't get rid of them. But just keep them out your business. Hey, if you ain't got nothing positive to say about what I'm doing, do me a favor. Do us a favor. Keep it moving. It's just that simple. All right, it's your man Life. Another little short tutorial for you. I'll be back in 2 and 2 with another one. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Peace.